It's been a busy weekend. Got mad love for everybody out here. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I always reply. The reason this is so urgently and why I wanted to record this part of this.
Another hour, and it's already 1:30.
But do you know I've never been able to do that before? Like to where it was either I had to have something on because that was my distraction to help my brain settle down and slow down. Or I had to have the music playing. Or I had to be so fucking exhaustedly tired I pass out.
Or you would drink yourself to sleep.
Or drink myself to sleep. Like those were the things that I was poisoning myself with, that I had to figure out a different way to take care of all of that. And little by little, I promise it just got so much better when I thought, this is one that I just told her today. A big part of mine that I go through every single night. Like, this is one that I can give you because it's easy for me to explain this part. I literally, either whether I'm laying or sitting on the side of the bed, I don't know, no matter what has come to me in that day, I always tell myself what I'm not and know that I'm not. And it's worked so fucking well for me, on top of a couple other things that I've thrown in there. Okay. For me, breathing wise, and other things that I've learned by seeing other people and talking different ways and trying to redirect and focus. But that right there, every single night, I will turn the TV off, sit there or lay there and do that. And I promise, I don't know how quick I go to sleep. I really don't recollect anything once I'm finished. Or I don't even know if I finish half the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I could be subconsciously still racking those things off in my sleep, which in turns just make me more so build the positive character up out of myself throughout my sleep habits.
Good shit.
You know, and now everything is so fucking effortless. I sit here, my outer shell is bored. If that makes sense.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Because his bike ain't here yet. That's the only reason.
Like that. Like my outer shell is so bored that my mental capacity exceeds it, and I have to really preach that out or get that out to someone in some kind of way.
That was real good. I'm gonna write that down.
Can I ask you one thing for your younger brother who is, I've looked up to you for a really long time, and I'm being dead ass about it, and I don't think before I speak anymore. Shit just comes out. What I need from you is bring me something new. Quit talking to me about old shit. He's old now. She's old now. Show me that beauty in something new that I know that you're already going towards, because I know you're there.
That thing that you have to see it. Like, I couldn't explain to anybody what it is. That's why it has to be an or, because unless you see it for yourself.
Right. It is. You are now focused so much into what I like foresee in everything that I do, just by what that little glimpse of yourself, what you're getting out of you, really is where I am on a constant basis now. There's nothing less than that kind of energy from me, and if it is, I
redirect it.
We've met probably a handful of times, and have been real big into connection and energy during my meditations and my time of just being who I am. And now I have learned how to receive energy from other people, from you, that you don't even know that I usually do. And that's because you brought up my name, my channel, before I even showed you or anything. And that's how I say, and why I say we're so connected on some kind of level. And then you brought up music. Music in my household is life. Like, honestly, there's not a single child in my household who doesn't exist through the feeling of music in some way, shape, or form. Like, I mean, it's always there for us. I usually have my AirPods in, and sometimes I'm not playing music, but it's just, I know I have music in my head that helps act as a filter for me. See? So instead of going to bed thinking about the song, go to bed tonight thinking about what you want to accomplish tomorrow. And if you can and want to find ways to try and put it into a song. That's what a lot of people do, and that's why you relate to it so much, because the writing aspect of music. And I think you need to get a lot of what you are holding on to out, just even on paper. That way you can let go of it a little easier, because like you said, you wake up every day and you're already, racing because you have so many things you're thinking about. And at night, before I go to bed, I always tell myself this. I go through and tell myself everything that I'm not. Now, this is something that you could try. I've had my wife try it, my sister, just something. It's experiment for yourself. We'll say that. Telling yourself everything you're not gives your body a chance to prove to itself mentally what it is tomorrow and what it's capable of. So that's why I go to bed and say, I'm not a bum. I'm not lazy. I am not the guy who she made me feel like I was just because I told her I wasn't going to do something when she, those are the things I go through, because it starts a positive influence in my brain. Like, all right, now I've gone through all the things that I'm not. Well, tell yourself what you are. I'm a great dad. I'm a protector. I'm trustworthy. And my brain just starts with psychosomatic, and before I even know it, I'm already asleep, and my day brightens up so much easier because I don't start with
giving yourself a boost of
positive
dopamine, positive energy.
There it is. Every single night.
What you're doing is you're cycling the dopamine through your brain
in a healthy,
before you
positive.
pass out.
Exactly.
So that way your body through the night has positive energy
In the morning when you wake up.
because the dopamine hasn't left.
And it doesn't have time to be complacent on negativity, because you already told yourself you're not all those things that rubbed you wrong or made you feel that way the day before. You are the things that we thought about most recently, the one that wanted to get up and go get this job. You are the man who takes care of his family. You are, things like that. That's what, and you won't even be consciously thinking about it, but it'll be a positive influence, and you just feel the difference in just practicing that. Try it for one night and see if it works for you. Like, just to give yourself a little glimpse on how I feel on an everyday basis.
Put myself in your shoes.
Like, you like to relate to the music. I don't write music. I write poetry. I have
don't
blah, blah, blah.
I
but
used to, but...
Yeah, and it's something I might get back into eventually, but this is something that I found that really works for me, and it's something that I'm trying to share with everybody else to see if it might work for them. Give it a shot.